Fast Food Cockatude. Today our topic is where to buy food and supplies. Well, let's start with the disease pool. If you have children, or you know anyone who has children, you know that they bring home diseases quite frequently. It's similar with parrots and cockatoos. Parrots shed their diseases in feather dust, in feathers, and in fecal matter. So, one of the greatest dangers you may have is actually exposing your bird to other parrots. This is true of pulmonary dilation disease, beak and feather disease, psittacosis, and other diseases. Psittacosis, of course, can also be transmitted, right, Lorelai, to humans. So, where is the greatest amount of foreign fecal matter and dust going to be found? If you go to a pet store that has parrots and buy food and toys there, then there is going to be dust and possibly fecal matter, highly likely, in the environment. No matter how well you clean, this is a problem. That's why it's recommended that you quarantine a bird for 45 days and you get your primary tests at the vet and you put them aside for 45 days. And that's to make sure that none of their potential diseases get transferred to your other parrots. So if you have a pet store that's bringing in birds and trimming wings and doing nails, then you have an influx of birds that who knows if they've been tested by the vet. No one knows what their physical condition is, and they're bringing in, at the bare minimum, they're going to be bringing in feather dust. And that feather dust definitely can carry the disease. Your best bet on buying toys and food is from sources that do not actually have parrots on site. So you buy things from online sources and that don't have parrots, or local sources that just stock supplies. That's not as common. Sometimes vets will do that. But again, even out of vets, you have birds going in and out all the time. So that's another reason that we're careful with our birds. Not to actually take them to the vet except when needed. They need their yearly checks, and if something severe happens to them. But we don't run them to the vet for every little thing if it's something we know how to handle. The key there is knowing how to handle it. So, just like the disease pool at school, where the kids bring home colds, these guys can get life-threatening diseases from any place that actually has parrots. So you want to limit their connection with other parrots. Now, if you have friends that have parrots, just make sure those people are getting their birds vetted. They've been vetted for all the particular diseases that we're worried about right now. Otherwise, they really shouldn't associate with your parrots. If you go into a room like this room that contains cockatoos all the time, there's going to be an immense amount of feather dust in there. You can take your finger at any time on any surface in this place, no matter how recently cleaned, and if you wipe your finger across something and you look at your finger, you will see feather dust on it. Say, I reach up, I wipe something, this was just cleaned a little while ago, and you can see the feather dust on my finger. This can contain PDD, it could have beak and feather disease, it could have psittacosis. So this is something to keep in mind. Do you really want to bring something from a potentially hazardous area, a biohazard area, and into your flock area? This is Don Scott for the Chloe Sanctuary. Say goodbye, Lorelai. We welcome your feedback on our videos. We look forward to your insights, tips, questions, stories, and pictures. You can email us at cockatude@chloesanctuary.org, reach us on Twitter @Chloe Sanctuary, and join with us on our Facebook Chloe Sanctuary page.
Science knowledge only adds to the excitement, the mystery, and the awe of a flower.